Hi, boys and girls. For today's book, we are going to be reading What Will the Weather Be Like Today? Now, the reason we're reading this book is because we're going to be talking about weather. So, if you remember from when we were in the classroom, we would use Hopper to help us with the weather. And what we did is we looked outside, we looked up at the sky, and we would talk about the things that we saw in the sky like clouds, if we saw the sun, if it was raining, it was snowing. Those are all types of weather. Okay, so let's see what this book is about. Let's see what this book tells us. The author of this book is Paul Rogers, and the illustrator is Kazuko. Just at the moment when night becomes day, when the stars in the sky begin fading away. So if you see in this picture, it's turning from nighttime to daytime. So this is a sunrise. You can hear all the birds and the animals say, "What will the weather be like today?" See all the animals. Will it be windy? Now we can't see the wind when it's blowing, but we can see how it moves different things, like the branches of a tree. This person's scarf is being blown in his hat. Someone is flying a kite. Those are all ways that we can tell that it's windy. Will it be warm? We know it's warm outside because we can do things like play in the playground or play at the park in the grass or go for a little swim. Can't do that in the wintertime. Will there be snow or a frost? Hopefully we won't be seeing any more snow. It's springtime, so no reason for there to be snow. But when there is snow, you can go sledding. These people are skiing. You can build a snowman. And when they say frost, it just means that it's really cold and the ground gets hard. It's not snowing, but it's cold enough where the ground it gets very hard. And you have to wear warm clothes. Or a storm. See all these gray, dark clouds, these lightning rays. You can probably imagine thunder. You can see all of these trees look like they're bending over because it must be very windy. People have to use umbrellas so they don't get wet. Be dry, says the lizard, and I won't complain. The frog in the bog says, perhaps it will rain. So when we talked about animals, we talked about how different animals live in different habitats. A lizard lives in the desert. So the lizard doesn't mind if it's dry. The lizard probably wants it to be dry. And then a frog, let's see if I can, the frog likes to live in a place that's nice and moist, wet. So the bog, kind of like a swampy area, has to be nice and wet for the frog, and he's okay if it rains. The white cockatoo likes it steamy and hot. The mole doesn't know if it's raining or not. So here's a little white cockatoo. So if you look at the picture and you look at the different trees and everything, it kind of reminds me of the rainforest. I don't know about you. Does it remind you of the rainforest? We talked about that habitat as well. So if the cockatoo lives in the rainforest, remember we said that in the rainforest it rains a lot and it's very hot. So the cockatoo likes it to be hot and wet. And on this side, the mole, why do you think the mole wouldn't know if it's raining or not? Did you say because it's underground? Right. The mole lives under the ground. So this is the top of the ground, and this is underground. So if the mole is underground and it's raining, he's not going to know if it's raining or not. Whatever the weather, I work, says the bee. Wet, says the duck, is the weather for me. So this page is telling us that the little worker bee doesn't really mind what the weather is because he's going to work regardless of what's the weather. And the duck likes it when it's wet. So this weather on this page is showing us that it's going to be raining. See the raindrops all at the top and the gray clouds. Weather? What's that? Say the fish in the sea. Fish wouldn't know if it's raining or not. The world has awakened. The day has begun. And somewhere it's cloudy, and somewhere there's sun. So there's different places, and each place has its own kind of weather. So in this place, it looks like it's cloudy. But at the same time, in this place, it looks like it's dry and hot. And somewhere the sun and the rain meet to play. So let's see what's going on in this picture. I see people with umbrellas. So if I see someone with an umbrella, especially one that's open, I think it's raining. But look up here. What do you think this orange thing is up here? I think it's the sun. So that means that even though it's raining, the sun is peeking out. Have you ever had that happen? Have you ever been outside when you see the sun and all of a sudden it starts raining? I have. It's kind of funny to see. And paint a bright rainbow to dress up the day. And the nice thing is that even though sometimes it gets rainy and it looks gloomy, after the rain stops and the clouds clear and we still get to see a little bit of sun, sometimes we'll see a rainbow. How is the weather where you are today? That's a good question. How is the weather where you are today? For our activity this week, we are going to be making a weather log. So mommies and daddies or aunts, uncles, a grown-up, a brother or sister can help you write this on your piece of paper, okay? I'm going to show you next in a little bit how to make this weather log. And what you're going to do is for the first day, because today is Monday, you are going to draw a picture of what the weather looks like today, okay? So for me, right now that I'm recording this video, the sky looks cloudy, but it's white clouds. So I'm just going to use a pencil and I'm going to draw my clouds, all right? So depending on the time that you see this video, you can look out your window and you can draw what you see up in the sky, all right? So I'll show you how to make this little book right now. For our activity, we are going to be using 2 pieces of paper, 1, 2. It can be white paper, it can be lined paper, it can be construction paper. Doesn't matter, okay? Whatever you have at home. We're gonna take the 2 pieces of paper, I'm gonna put them on top of each other, and we're gonna fold it into a little book. Okay, and you can have a grown-up or a brother or sister help you with this, okay? And now on the front of our little book, I want us to write weather log. Okay. Okay. Weather log. Okay. we're going to open it up. And on this page, we're going to write Monday. 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 Okay. After we write this, we're going to turn the page. And on the back of that page, we're going to write the next day, which is Tuesday. 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 After we write Tuesday, on the next page, we're going to write Wednesday. 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 On the back of that page, we're going to write Thursday. Okay. Thursday. Thursday. And on the last page, we are going to write Friday. 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 Okay. Now what we're going to do is, with our weather log, we're going to go to the first page where we wrote Monday. We're going to look outside our window, go outside if we can, and I want you to look up into the sky and tell me, what was the weather like on Monday? Today. Was it sunny? Was it cloudy? Was it sunny and cloudy? If it was cloudy, were they gray clouds? Was it raining? Was it windy? I want you to look outside and draw a picture of what you see in the sky. And you're going to do the same thing for Tuesday and for Wednesday, for Thursday, and for Friday. Okay? This is our weather log. We're going to be able to see by Friday what the weather was like throughout the week by looking at the pictures that we draw in our log. All right, friends. I hope you enjoy your activity. I'll talk to you again. Bye.